This video right here, I'm doing it for purple underscore has 373. He wanted to know, Chico Black, I like to hear your thoughts on the Grammy nominations since hip hop media is attacking Kendrick. What has been your view on how Kendrick has been treated over the past year, including other rappers who seem to take issues with him? I would like your viewers on Cole in light of him being sued by Cameron. Thoughts on where Kendrick does after the tour, another album, take a break. Well, I'm finna talk about the Grammys and how Grammys have treated hip-hop for a long time, and also Kendrick Lamar, Jay-Z, Eminem, and Tupac. Then I'm gonna go with what's the problem with the Grammys against hip-hop artists, and then I'll do the video of Cameron suing Cole. That'll be another video, and then I'll do an extra video of Kendrick, doing an album and taking a break after his tour. That'll be 3 videos separate. But Purple, this one is about the Grammys and the relationship with hip-hop and the relationship that hip-hop has with the Grammys. And thank you so much for commenting. Thank you for all my subscribers for commenting, Jimmy and everybody else for commenting. I really appreciate all of you. Thank y'all so much. You see, I'm going to say something about the Grammys. The Grammys are very much biased. Yes, they are. The Grammys are very racist. I remember a long time ago, going way back before, hip-hop even started, and when hip-hop started coming into the scene, no major record labels wanted to take part in hip-hop at all. Because at the time, the Grammys were very racist when it came towards hip-hop music, and especially record labels. But once they started seeing hip-hop taking off and spreading around globally and making the type of noise and vibe and energy that it was creating around the world, that's when record labels started getting interested in the mid-'80s, and that's when they started, signing up artists as in KRS-One, the Fat Boys, the Beastie Boys, like Big Daddy Kane, and so many others. You understand what I'm saying? But let's get one thing straight. Record labels and the Grammys did not want a hip-hop in the scene at all. They hated just the thought, of hip-hop being nominated for the best song, the best single, or the album of the year. They wanted nothing to do with hip-hop. But through the years, they have put that little racism to the side, and even still being biased, it fits the narrative. You know what? Rock and roll's not doing the numbers that hip-hop's doing. Love music's not doing the numbers that hip-hop's doing. So let's go ahead and put hip-hop in the category so it can fit the narrative and we can make more money out of it and give it a reputation and a standard to where we're not looked at being racist and biased towards hip-hop. But let's get one thing straight. With certain artists and certain rappers, they've been. Eminem has explained it various times. But here we go. This is how I'm going to start the show. And I'm going to start off with my favorite rapper of all times, Tupac Shakur. Tupac Shakur never won a Grammy Award despite being nominated 7 nominations, a situation widely seen as reflective of the Recording Academy's historical, controversial, and often criticized treatment, subbing of rap music and its artists. The Grammys' historical relationship with rap. The lack of Grammy recognition for influential artists like Tupac, the Notorious B.I.G., Snoop Dogg, and Nas during the peak of their careers is a notable point of connection within the hip-hop community. Contention within the hip-hop community again. Initial boycotts. From the beginning, the relationship was strained. When the first rap Grammy category, Best Rap Performance, was introduced in 1989, like I said, when they started taking interest in the mid-80s, many nominees, including the winners DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince, which is Will Smith, boycotted the ceremony because the award was not televised. That's exactly why. Being biased and being racist, even when they started accepting it, but at that time, it wasn't even televised because hip-hop awards were being given. Let's continue. Marginalization. Throughout the 1990s and early 2000s, the Grammys were often accused of ghettoizing hip-hop by not televising rap categories and consistently overlooking rap artists in the major general categories. Album of the year, like I said. Record of the year, like I said. Song of the year, like I said. And best new artists, despite the genre's massive commercial success and cultural impact. I said it once again. Once they started seeing that hip-hop was blowing up worldwide and was doing the numbers that rock and roll wasn't doing, love music wasn't doing, and other music wasn't doing, they decided to see if they can put in that category so they can narrow their perspectives into saying, you know what, we don't want to look biased, we don't want to look racist, but as it says, they didn't want to televise it or put it in the category while being televised. That's being racist than a motherfucker. I'm just going to keep it 100. But let's continue. Perceived bias. Once again, many in the hip-hop community felt the voting academy, which some perceive as out of touch with popular youth culture, was politically and racially biased against the genre, gangster or more unapologetically black artists, favoring more family-friendly or pop-leaning rap acts for awards. So basically saying Tupac music, Biggie Smalls music, Snoop Dogg music, Nas music at the time wasn't acceptable. LL Cool J, you know what I'm saying, at that time when L was doing this thing. So basically they wanted a more friendly agenda and genre when it came to them representing or put it in category when it came to what? To hip-hop music. Artist criticism. High-profile artists like Eminem and Jay-Z have openly criticized and even boycotted the Grammys over the years for their perceived lack of respect for hip-hop. Okay, Tupac's nomination. Tupac received a total of 7 Grammy nominations throughout his career and posthumously, but never won the award. The reason why the government hated Tupac. The system hated Tupac. The Grammys hated Tupac. Even inside of the hip-hop genre, when it came to record labels, hated Tupac. And look, the years, nominee work, Award Academy, and results. 1996, Dear Mama, Best Rap Solo Performance. 1996, Me Against the World, Best Rap Album. 1997, All Eyes on Me. Again, 1997, How Do You Want It, featuring Casey and JoJo, Best Rap Performance by a Duo or Group. 1997, California Love, featuring Dr. Dre and Roger Strootman, Best Rap Performance by or Duo or Group. And guess what? None of them won. And I believe that Dear Mama should have taken that all day, every day. I believe California Love should have taken that all day, every day. But because of their biasism and racism and lack of showing respect, like Jay-Z and Eminem been talking about for years, they did not nominate it. They did not award it none of Tupac's songs. And that's why I feel that the Grammys are so rigged and so effed up when it comes to hip-hop artists. But for some reason, in some amount of years now, the Grammys have accepted to nominate hip-hop artists. And I'm going to get to that in a minute. Here we go. Tupac's lack of a Grammy win is often cited as one of the biggest oversights in the award show's history, highlighting a long-standing disconnect between the Recording Academy, and the cultural impact of hip-hop music. Exactly my point. They did not want to see Tupac win. They hated Tupac Shakur. They hated everything about Tupac Shakur. So he never won an award, and it's caused a lot of controversy. But guess what? It's never been highlighted it to where it's been streamed or it's been broadcasted to where, you know, the Grammys will be like, you know what, we effed up. I think we need to give Tupac a Grammy Award, but they never did. But check this out though. Eminem, now we're going to Eminem. Eminem and other rappers have publicly criticized the Grammys for perceived bias against hip-hop and lack of fairness in voting and in the sidelining of rap categories to an untelevised portion of the ceremony. So basically saying they showed the Grammys with the so-called, we're not being biased and we're not being racist, but once a hip-hop artist won the award, they will cut it short, go to commercials, and go right back to the regular routine. That's what Eminem was talking about. And it says, Eminem has frequently voiced his opinion that the awards are fake and politically biased. Once again, like I'm saying, politically, they do not want to accept the fact that hip-hop is being denied and is being put under the table when it comes to the Grammys. But then unpolitically, they don't want to look biased. They don't want to look racist. So they so-called, at least to their acknowledgement, are trying to accept the fact that at least they're trying to televise it, but not on them perspectives. But let's continue. Eminem specific grievances. Perceived snubs of peers. Eminem has pointed to the lack of recognition for influential artists like Tupac and the initial snub of 50 Cent massive debut album, which I believe that 50 Cent also got humiliatedly robbed when it came to Get Rich or Die Trying. This man went diamond on that album and he still got disrespected. I don't know why, but that's just the way the Grammy works. Album Get Rich or Die Trying, like I said, as evidence of the Grammys' bias and irrelevance. Marginalization of rap. He lamented how rap categories were historically not televised during the main broadcast, using them mainly to boost viewership. Once again, without giving the genre the proper respect. So, hey, you won the award. Say what you got to say in 5 seconds. Let's cut to commercial and let's go right back to our regular routine because we're not trying to buy this hip-hop shit. But for viewership, we'll make sure that we'll give you the award just to give a little recognition to what hip-hop is. But fuck hip-hop anyways. That's what the Grammys will perceive and put in perspective when it comes to their thoughts on what hip-hop to them is all about. Questionable voting selection process. Eminem and other artists believe the winners are sometimes chosen based on favoritism, industry connections, or marketing campaigns rather than pure artistic merit or cultural impact. He once mentioned a situation where an unknown artist won an award over major names like Jay-Z and Kendrick Lamar, further fueling the belief that votes don't generally count. And they don't generally count. And the reason why they don't is because, once again, the Grammys are very biased. They're very racist. They are straight cutthroat when it comes to hip-hop. But throughout the years, they are trying to get better. They're trying to get recognized and gain respect at the recognition that now that they are not only sponsoring it, not only showing it, not only televising it more than ever before, but you're not gonna know that I'm biased and I'm racist towards hip-hop, because regardless of the fact, we don't like it. But since viewership and it's making so much money and ratings, we're gonna go ahead and just go ahead and put it out there, because that's what we are suggesting now, because it's making us so much money. Exactly. Lack of major general field wins. While Eminem has won 15 Grammys, primarily in genre-specific Best Rap Album categories, where he holds the record for most wins with 6. He has often been overlooked for major general fields awards like Album of the Year, despite massive commercial success and critical acclaim for albums like the Marshall Mathers LP and the Eminem Show. Broader hip-hop controversy. The Grammys issues with rap extend beyond Eminem. The Recording Academy didn't introduce a rap category until 1989, years after the genre's mainstream emerged and faced a major controversy when the first award was not televised. This, among with consistent patterns of sidelining hip-hop artists in major categories, has led many prominent figures in the genre to boycott the awards or openly criticize the institution. Eminem frustrations culminated in him stating he would never go to the Grammys again and warning them, never put my name on the Grammys again. Why? Because even Eminem, being white, he understands that even his white people are full of shit. And they are so biased and so racist towards the music. They can't stand the words. They can't stand the beats. They can't stand anything that signifies or represents the culture, the culturism, or what the Bible of hip-hop stands for. And Eminem is going in, and he's absolutely right. And that's why every time you ask Eminem a question about the Grammys, he'll tell you, F the Grammys. I'm not ever going to the Grammys, because look what they did to Pop, look what they did to Jay at first, and look what they did to my brother 50 Cent. Exactly my point. Now we go into the relationship with hip-hop and the Grammys. The hip-hop community has a long and complicated relationship with the Grammy Awards, frequently criticizing the Recording Academy for perceived lack of respect, representation, and systemic bias against the genre of black artists. What did I just finish saying? Key points of contention includes lack of recognition in major categories. Despite hip-hop's massive cultural impact and commercial success, it has rarely won the major Big Four awards: Album, Record, and Song of the Year, and Best New Artist. Only 2 hip-hop albums have ever won Album of the Year: Lawrence Hill, The Miseducation of Lawrence Hills in 1999, and Outkast, who was just inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame November 8th, 2025. Congratulations to my boys. Speakerbox / The Love Below in 2004. And no single song purely in the genre has won Record or Song of the Year. Don't you see how biased and racist these people are? Ain't you getting the point here? But let's keep going. Segregated and untelevised categories. The controversy began in 1989 when the first ever rap Grammy category, Best Rap Performance, was introduced but not televised. During the main ceremony in protest, winners DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince, among with nominee and fellow artists like Public Enemy and LL Cool J, like I said before, boycotted the show. The categorization of genre bending black artists solely into rap or the non-defunct urban categories has also been a point of criticism, with artists like Tyler, the Creator, pointing out it feels like a backhanded compliment. And you know what? Tyler, the Creator, thank you for saying that, because that's exactly how it feels. You got so many artists that work their ass off, bust their ass throughout their career, work endlessly to, hey, this is what I do. This is my career. This is my job. So if I'm putting everything on the line, I should be able to win an award. If I'm nominated for so many, it shouldn't be out of favoritism. Like Eminem says, it should be for the hard work that I do, the skills, the bars, and the ass-kicking music that I put out of my records. But instead, it's because of what? The marketing connections and plugs and the academy, you know what I'm saying, environment that is connected through the hip-hop scene, that they pick whoever artist they want to win. Perfect example, like Eminem says, ain't that a bitch? Now, look how it changes, but it's still biased and racist, but look how it changes. Record number of wins. You got also Drake, Kanye West, Frank Ocean, The Weeknd, and Nicki Minaj. Drake famously stated the Grammys may no longer matter to the artists that exist now. I wonder why he said that. Lack of transparency. The voting process, particularly the role of anonymous secret committees in finalizing nominations, has been criticized for a lack of transparency and a potential bias towards established artists or those with industry connections. Just like I said and stated just a couple of seconds ago, the Recording Academy has since worked to reform the process, including eliminating these committees in most categories. Ultimately, the issue stems from a persistent feeling within the hip-hop community that the Recording Academy, despite taking steps to improve, has consistently failed to understand, respect, and appropriately award the genre's immense innovation, influence, and artistry. But guess what? They still have this biasism, and favoritism. And just like I said, the Academy gets together with these marketing connections and plugs, and they choose what artist, what song, what rap group, or whoever they choose or imply who needs to win is who they pick. So that's why I'm saying the Grammys will forever have problems with hip-hop culturism, with the hip-hop culture and the marketing itself when it comes to the artists themselves. Some people are asking me, like Purple, why is the Grammys attacking Kendrick Lamar? I don't think the Grammys are attacking Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick Lamar has won, 22 Grammys. If he wins these 9 Grammys, he will surpass Jay-Z and Kanye West. My thing is, how come Jay-Z has won more awards than Kanye West and Mr. Kendrick Lamar? I'm going to tell you something. When was the last album that Jay-Z did or contributed, or any album that Jay-Z contributed, for him to win so many Grammys, or his contribution when it comes to the hip-hop itself? Jay-Z don't care about nobody. All Jay-Z cares about is himself. But as you can see, he even pulled strings for his wife Beyonce to win awards that she shouldn't even win. But anyway, let's continue. The Grammys Recording Academy frequently nominated and awarded Kendrick Lamar due to his unmethod, lyrical prowess, powerful storytelling, socially conscious themes, musical innovation, and consistent critical acclaim. These qualities align with the artistic and technical merit that Grammy voters recognize and award. Bullshit. Key reasons for the Grammys recognition of Kendrick Lamar includes lyrical and technical skills. Lamar is widely regarded as one of the most technical skills rappers, known for his Eminem is a skilled rapper. 50 Cent should have won his damn awards and Get Rich or Die Trying. Tupac should have won many awards. LL should have won awards. And so many others should have won awards, but they didn't. Technically skilled rapper, known for his intricate rhyme schemes, diverse flow, and vivid wordplay. Very true. This mastery of the craft appeals to the musical professionals who vote for the award. Wow! Really? Wow! Imagine that. Impactful storytelling and social commentary. His music often tackles deep, complex themes such as racial identity, systemic oppression, mental health, and the African American experience in America. Albums like Good Kid, Mad City, To Pimp a Butterfly, and Damn are praised for their narrative depth and cultural significance, with songs like All Right becoming anthems for social movement, critical acclaim, and innovation. Lamar's albums are consistently met with widespread critical acclaim for their, let's see this bullshit excuse now, artistic ambition and fusion of genres, including jazz, funk, and soul, which punches the boundaries of hip-hop. This innovative approach resonates with the Academy's appreciation of musical artistry and boundary punching work. Pollinizer Prize recognition. In a historic move, his album Damn was awarded to Pulitzer Prize for Music in 2018. The first time the honor went to a non-classical or jazz artist. This further validated his work as a significant artistic achievement, reinforcing the Grammys' high regard for him. Consistency. He is the first solo artist in Grammy history to receive Album of the Year nominations for 5 consecutive studio albums. Good Kid, Mad City, Pimp to a Butterfly, Damn, and Mr. Morale, the Big Steppers, and GNX, which is being nominated for 9 nominations. This sustains level of quality and impact demonstrates a consistent high standard of work, commercial success. While critically lauded, his music also achieves significant commercial success with multiple chart-topping albums and singles. Humble, Not Like Us, bringing the gap between artistic integrity and mainstream appeal. As of November 2025, Kendrick Lamar has won, like I said, 22 Grammy Awards from 66 nominations, making him one of the most awarded rappers in history. His ability to create music that is both deeply personal and culturally expansive makes him a standout artist to the Recording Academy voters. Now I'm gonna go to Jay-Z. Jay-Z has won many Grammy Awards, 25 to be exact, as of early 2025, due to his decades-long career consistency in producing commercially successful and critically acclaimed music. Wow. Numerous collaborations with high-profile artists, and his versatility as both a performer and a producer / writer. He doesn't write his music, so why would y'all give him that? This has made him the most awarded rapper in Grammy history. Wow, imagine that. Key reasons for his numerous wins includes longevity and impact. Another LeBron James. Jay-Z has been a dominant force in hip-hop since the late 1990, consistently releasing music that has shaped the genre and had a global cultural impact. Critical and commercial success. Many of his albums, such as Volume 2, Hard Knock Life, and 444, were both top-selling and critically acclaimed, leading to multiple nominations across different categories, diverse categories. His awards span various categories, including Best Rap Album, Best Rap Performance, Best Rap Song, and Best R&B Song, reflecting his versatility. High numbers of nominations. With 89 nominations, Jay-Z is one of the most nominated artists in Grammy history, second only to his wife, Beyonce. What did I say? What did I say earlier? Y'all need to go back into the video and listen to what I said earlier of how Jay-Z has to connect and the plug to make his wife win albums that she don't even deserve. A high volume of nominations over many years increases the likelihood of winning multiple awards. Collaborations. Many of his wins have come from collaborative work with other major artists such as Linkin Park, Numb/Encore, and Beyonce, which have been recognized across genres and behind the scenes credits. Some of his wins are for his work as a writer or producer on other projects. For example, his writing credit on Beyonce's Cowboy Carter in 2025 secured his 25th win. Boy, don't make me laugh. Industry recognition. Beyond competitive award, he has been honored with non-competitive accolades like the Dr. Dre Global Impact Award, acknowledging his overall influence on the industry. His career demonstrates a blend of artistic talent and business acumen that has kept him at the forefront of the music industry for over 30 years, consistently earning the attention and recognition of the Recording Academy. No, I'm not gonna sit here and say that. You know what I think? I think he's just so well connected with the Academy and the environment of him having $1.something billion and his business flourishing, and him being that prospective entrepreneur is the reason why they deal with them. You see how important Tupac, Eminem, 50 Cent, and so many others have been to the game when it comes to hip hop, and they don't even got that recognition. You understand what I'm saying? Kanye should have that recognition, and now Kendrick is on his way, but I know Kendrick is not gonna buy down and sell his soul like Jay-Z did to be able to have that type of recognition and that type of fucking, entrepreneurship when it comes to the Academy itself and the committee of the Academy when it comes to the Grammys. There ain't no way in hell. And last but not least, the Grammys' problems with hip-hop, which have led to a long and frustrated relationship, largely stems from preserved racial bias, a lack of representation in major categories, controversial award. I read this before, but I want to read it again. Decisions and general failure by the Recording Academy to understand and respect the genre's culture significance. Key issues include historical snubs and underrepresentation. Despite hip-hop's immense popularity and cultural influence, the genre has been historically underrepresented in the Big Four general field categories, album of the year, etc., etc. You know, I already read you all this, but there's some things that didn't come out on the first one that I read, but it says field categories, album of the year, record of the year, song of the year, and best new artist. The first hip-hop album of the year win wasn't until Lawrence Hill in 1999, and only two others have won since Outkast 2004 and Childish Gambino This Is America for record and song of the year in 2019. Controversial voting outcomes. The awards have faced significant backlash for controversial winners in rap categories. A prime example is Macklemore and Ryan Lewis winning Best Rap Album over Kendrick Lamar's Such a Shame, with Good Kid, Mad City in 2014, a decision even Macklemore acknowledged as a snob of Lamar. This and other similar results. Iggy Azalea's nomination over YG's My Crazy Life in 2015, or the snub of the Weekend After Hours in 2021 fueled the belief that voters don't understand the genre. Racial bias accusations. Many artists and critics argued that the issue are rooted in systematic racism, where black artists are often relegated to genre-specific categories while being overlooked for the top genre awards. Jay-Z explicitly criticized the Academy for this during his 2024 acceptance speech for the Dr. Dre Global Impact Award, pointing out that his wife Beyonce has won the most Grammys in history but has consistently been denied the Album of the Year award. Boycotts and no-shows. In protest, several high-profile hip-hop artists have boycotted or skipped the ceremony over the years. The first major instance was in 1989 when DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince boycotted the show because the inaugural rap award was not televised. Recently, artists like Frank Ocean, Drake, Kanye West, and Jay-Z have either refused to submit their music for consideration or simply not attend televised portions and performance slots. Rap categories are often presented during the non-televised portion of the event, and when hip-hop artists do perform on the main show, they have at times been forced into awkward cross-genre collaborations, leading to further frustration over the lack of respect. In instance, the Grammys have struggled too. Kept pace with hip-hop constant innovation and massive cultural impact, leading many in the hip-hop community to view the award as out of touch and irrelevant to their music and culture. There you go, Purple. You wanted it, you got it, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go ahead and later on do the Cameron and Cole's you know what I'm saying, video of why Cameron is suing Cole for it. But this video right here, it just shows you how biased and how racist the Grammys are towards the hip-hop culture any given day. And if my subs want me to continue doing these type of videos, y'all go ahead, comment down below. It was an honor and a pleasure doing this. I want to thank all my subscribers, Jimmy, Purple, and everybody else that has subscribed to my channel, commented on my channel and videos. Even if the videos that you're seeing, you know, you might have a different opinion or a different perspective for content. You know what I'm saying? I'm not biased. I respect it all. But please don't come to my channel disrespecting me. And most importantly, if you don't like my videos, on to the next. I just had somebody, and the Drake video that I just did, talking about that I'm doing it for clicks and that I used to like Drake and all that. First of all, I never liked Drake. I would never like Drake, and I never respected Drake. You understand what I'm saying? But I'm not biased either. It is what it is. So for them two clowns that said that I was doing it for clicks and I'm doing it because, oh, y'all going sideline, y'all doing it like y'all benching on the parking lot, y'all used to like Drake. I never liked the Drake, homeboy. So don't come to my channel making me look like a liar. And for the clown that told me I'm doing it for clicks, guess what? You don't know me. You don't know where I come from. You don't know my history with hip-hop. You don't know where I was born at, where I was raised at. So for you to come and say that, you literally out of touch with reality, and you don't know what real hip-hop fans and people with real contact are all about. So, oh, and the other one that told me that I'm basically saying that Kendrick Lamar was wrong about Drake. First of all, the video that I just did about that is called Showing Y'all, God's Plan, Showing Y'all the Liar. You know what I'm saying? Like Kendrick Lamar said on his song. So, for whoever has these narratives that I'm doing it for click, I'm doing it for that, I'm doing it for this. No. I do it because I love it. I do it because it's in my blood. I do it because it's in my veins. I do it because me, myself, and I was born in the hood, was born in the trenches, was born where there was nothing. And the only thing that I had was music, because I'm also am a rapper and I also freestyle. So don't get it twisted. And for those of you that don't understand, hey, just get my channel and move on to the next. If you don't want to watch it, don't be disrespectful and just move on to the next. If you don't want to hear facts and if you don't want to hear the truth. But Purple, there goes your video right here. I hope you enjoy it. And thank y'all very much to all my subscribers, all my new subscribers, and everybody that's always tuned in with me. Thank y'all so much. This video is about the Grammys being biased towards the hip-hop culture and how racist they were and are within the hip-hop culture. Thank you so much. Comment down below. Tell me what y'all think. I appreciate it very much. And more contact and more videos I'll be doing. This is your boy Chico Black, aka Jaloso. Y'all let me know what time it is and we'll go from there. Take care. Peace.